Okay. Good morning, viewers and listeners. As usual, this is Joseph Dibarinyere, and we are furthering on our course of My Father's Who. Initially, we have made you to understand that the who given to us through our fathers is what we call the agriculture. And we said it is through the agricultural training that we have many Dagaaba hard working in the various aspects of the nation's economy and beyond. So I have come from Jirapa all the way to Western region, and the training that my father has given me, I've carried it along. I am not the only one that has carried this whole along. I have my brother here, Sheriff Tukata, who has also carried his whole along. And then we are going to look at how he has been able to use this, my father's who, that is agriculture, as a profession. So we are going to look at it because however we have been trained, it's how we also practice it wherever we go. Even in the offices, the disciplines that we get through the training of the who manifest in the offices. The person can be a medical doctor. His seriousness in the agric field will be manifested there. If the person is a teacher, the same thing is manifested there. But much of it is manifested when you find a person in the real field of agriculture. And what you see in one aspect is seen in another aspect. So as it is, you can hear children shouting at crows against snatching of uh, chickens or chicks. It's natural. That's how we do it. That's how we've been taught. So we are going to start, and you see how Mr. Sharif has been able to manifest the training that his father gave to him through the who. So, beer, answer away so, fear. So, we are I mean, this is his farm because we are going to speak in English for the benefit of a larger population. So, this is his farm, and then we are just going to show you what he has been doing in his farm. So, what have you been doing in Western region here?
I am a cocoa farmer.
Okay, so as a cocoa farmer, one would have been expecting that he sees only cocoa in your farm, but I can see that you don't only have cocoa.
No.
So why do you also plant other things? As I can see around, I can see this is mango.
Yeah.
This you have plantain, you have bitter leaves, you have oranges, you have pawpaw. I can see cocoyam. I can see pineapple.
Yeah.
I can see teki berries. I can see eggplants. I can see what's the name? Hibiscus. And I can see that there is oil palm also in the field. And then going further into the middle of the farm, I've seen maize there as well. I've seen okra. I've seen pepper. Then I also see the cocoa, which you say that you are here to cultivate. So I ask you a simple question. Is it where did you learn this? Did you learn this in school?
No.
Okay. So can you tell us how you learned it, where you learned it?
This is the practice of my father that he taught us when he gave it to us.
Okay. So it means that just like I was telling you people that my father taught me the use of the who, and this is a profession that he has given unto me, is the same way that Mr. Sedu's father
Sharif.
too, Mr. Sharif's father too has given to him. So it means that you have also been given the who.
Yeah.
Okay, so Sakuri, we call it the who of my father. So it is the who of his father he has brought down here. So you can see that. Okay, the other time I was telling you that when we say the who, it's symbolic. So it does not necessarily mean that the person should have a who. As he stands here, he's holding a cutlass, and that's what he's using to do his work. So it represents his who. If it is in the if you are in the field of teaching, in the field of medicine, wherever you are, the tool you are using is considered as your who. But you see, the discipline is being carried from the agric aspect in our case. So you see many of the Dagaaba people hardworking, they can work like they don't have blood, and you become surprised. Yes, they have got that training basically from agric field, from the home where their fathers carried them to farms and trained them hardly so that they'll become hardworking people in society. I think we now understand why we see Dagaba, and in fact, their brothers also in northern Ghana hardworking all the time. We have the basis from agriculture, so we don't joke with agriculture as it is. So now he has already made us to understand that he didn't learn this from school. Now, so in that case, in school, we are rather giving the name of what we've been doing. But we were doing this without necessarily knowing what we were doing. So the books told us that what we have been doing is agroecology. And then we have not also been practicing the usage of inorganic chemicals. And for that matter, they also told us that we are doing inorganic farming. So in the farm of Mr. Sharif, you can see that he's practicing organic farming and as well as agroecology. So mixed cropping is what we have seen. You can also see um, his animals. So what animals are you keeping here?
Fowls, like hens and then guinea fowls.
Okay, meaning that here we have hens and that of guinea fowls. Okay, so but you don't have ducks.
No.
Okay, and I think you are expanding it, or do you have other places that the animals sleep on?
Yeah, I have other places.
Okay,
They are sleeping on tops
okay,
of the branches of the tree.
okay.
Yeah.
So that is it. So now, like, can I ask you, with this practice, do you go to market to buy food?
No,
You rely on this solely.
yeah,
Okay.
I take food here to market.
Okay. You rather take food from your farm to market.
Right.
Okay. How safe is your food? Are you sure that people eating your food are not taking in chemicals?
No,
Okay. How do you get your crops grow well?
I practice especially, I use my animal
Droppings.
droppings by making my food.
Okay, okay. So he applies his animal droppings on the farm so that the crops will grow. But I can see your birds don't feed anything from the farm. Do they feed?
No,
Okay.
because I use my farm maize and then
You give to them.
them so that
Okay, okay. So they benefit from the maize that you get.
that's
Okay, okay. That is it. So as we are looking at what he's saying, mixed farming, he's doing it. So you see that he's having bears and uses the droppings of the bears. He also has friends that are also having large bears that he goes to take some droppings and come and put. So as a test, when he also farms his maize, he takes the maize, feed the bears. So this practice is mixed farming, but we have also seen mixed cropping. I think I made an earlier on mistake by saying that mixed when I was trying to refer to mixed cropping. In fact, they are very confusing. So I think I'll be pardoned for that. But so he's practicing mixed cropping when you find that there are different crops together in the same piece of land. Now he's also practicing mixed farming when you realize that he's keeping animals and that of growing crops at the same time on the same piece of land by the same farmer as he is. So now this is what Mr. Sheriff is doing here. And then we are going to ask him whether he's able to get enough income from what he is doing here or he goes out to borrow money from people. So let's ask Mr. Sheriff, are you able to uh, keep your family income very well from this?
yes, and of
Okay.
course.
So you don't necessarily go to borrow from
No, no,
anybody.
no.
Your farm is able to give you enough income.
That's it.
Okay. So uh, looking at this, how is it able to give you income? I know for your cocoa, you will definitely say you
Yeah,
break the cocoa pot, you sell the seeds, and
yeah.
then you get. But these ones we are looking at here, which of them can give you income as well?
I get income from the plantain,
Okay.
the pawpaw,
Okay.
the pineapple,
Okay.
and then the garden eggs,
Okay.
and then the pepper
Okay.
from the farm, and
Okay.
then even the cocoyam leaves and the cocoyam
Okay.
itself.
Okay. 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 And I can see some palms around too. Do you also get income from them?
I get income from them, especially like the palm oil and then the palm nut cells.
Okay, I see. So it means that if you are not get if this one is not ready, this one will
Yes,
be ready to help you.
that's it.
Okay. Now I can also see that you with the variety of crops you have, is it possible that you get medicine too from them?
Oh yeah, I use that if I get the money. I use some of the money to buy my chemicals to spray my cocoa.
Okay. So, but I'm asking about like the
The variety, okay,
like
especially like this
human
tree.
medicine to treat.
Yeah, for that one, we use the pawpaw dry leaves
Mm-hmm.
as medicine. What is the name given to this tree?
Bitter leaf,
The
bitter leaf.
bitter leaf, we use it for stomach issues. And then we have the pear, and then the rest. We use that one for yellow fever
Okay.
on the farm here.
Okay.
So I myself personally, I don't like going to hospital.
Okay. But
Yeah.
you think you are strong enough?
And I'm so strong.
Okay. Okay. So it means that you have a lot of knowledge
Yeah,
in the leaves that you have planted here,
that's it.
and you think you are able to take good care of your health and the health of your children from this.
Yeah,
Okay. But do you also think that with the food that you are eating here is healthy enough
yeah,
to also give you good health?
yeah.
Okay.
Especially I eat my plantain, my maize, and my cassava. That make me so strong, and even especially the fowls here I use as my protein food together.
I think you have given me some eggs before. I enjoyed them,
Yeah,
so I
and
am a
there's
witness
a
to that.
lot of eggs
Okay,
here
okay,
that I use to give my children and
okay,
myself. And I don't even buy like protein things from town.
okay.
No,
So it means that you control your own health
that's
by
it.
what you eat.
That's it.
I think it is very important for everybody to learn what you are saying.
Yeah,
That we should try to grow our own, monitor it, make sure that it is good for
yeah,
our health before
that's it.
we consume. So now, having looked at this, viewers, it is not just a video we are showing you. We are really encouraging you to also practice this. Sometimes we think that it is book knowledge. He has just informed all of us that he didn't learn this in school. And just like I told you, I didn't also learn it in school.
No,
And when you go anywhere where you have a Dagaaba person having a farm, this is how you are expected to see the farm. If you don't see it, ask the person why he has left his father's home. This is not the way this is the way our fathers taught us to carry our hoe, our agricultural practices. So you can see it by yourself. As I'm saying, this is
orange.
orange,
Yeah,
and this one is plantain, right?
this is my mango
This
tree.
is mango.
Yeah,
Okay,
and the
so
rest of the pawpaw.
we can see the pawpaw standing there.
And then
So
the
we
pineapple
have
one,
pineapples.
the
He
bitter
has
leaf.
you looking further, you see sugar cane. So the pineapple is not one place. Oh, there are many places. My camera is not strong enough to help us see. And we have some special leaves further there. In
Yeah,
the Dagari, it is called salompla.
that's it.
Yes, that is like a white okra. Yes. And then we have other vegetable crops too that are grown. So you see, this is his farm. You can see hibiscus there standing. You can also see cocoyam and then many other things. So you can see the plantain going down. Then you have the cocoa continuing. And within the cocoa, there are gaps where he has planted other more important things.
Like
So
yams,
like yam,
cocoyam,
cocoyam,
and then sweet potato.
sweet potato. So you can see the sweet potato has various uses. You can take it, dry it, grind it, and then you can make bread flour from it, which we have been neglecting all the time. We want to be importing things, which is not the best for us. Apart from that, we can also use the what's the name? The sweet potato for tea. It is can be processed into a material product that can be used in making tea, and we have to be interested in doing that. So now you can see that Mr. Sharif has a lot of important things that he is keeping in his farm. And this is the practice that we are encouraging that people should be carrying along. Now, the only thing we are yet to see is cover cropping. We have not seen cover cropping in his farm yet. So we are going to ask him why he left that one out. Because when our fathers are training us, they train us to grow. If you go to northern Ghana, they'll grow millet, and then under the millet, you see what is it? Beans all around. And the beans, you also have pumpkins also grown, so that they cover the naked surface of the environment to preserve moisture, to protect or to check erosion, and to also make sure that other nutrients that are not used by the millet are well used by these other crops. So I asked, you were supposed, like how we have been trained by our fathers,
Yeah.
you grow beans, you grow other things to cover the surface of the ground. But why have you not done that?
I've done it.
Okay.
The pumpkin,
Mm,
as you see here,
okay.
I've sown the pumpkin.
Okay. You can see I told you that his farm is very rich. Just mention anything and he will show you where it is.
And
So this is pumpkin.
yeah,
We call it in Dagaaba yo. So this is yo. Okay.
and then I have my beans
Okay.
that I've sown. Others have germinated and others haven't germinated.
So it means you just started the germination of the beans.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you enter the farm, you see some beans are there, but it hasn't germinated yet.
Okay.
But so far, I have some small beans that I have sown
Okay.
in the farm.
Okay. So
Especially, let me show you where you can locate. Look at the beans here.
okay.
And what is the name given to this?
Just hibiscus.
Hibiscus.
Bre.
Uh-huh.
Bre. Bre.
These
Bre.
are
Bre.
some of
So
the
we call
beans.
it bre. But in English, it
Sobolo.
has the general name. So they call it hibiscus. So they use it in making sobolo.
Yeah.
This is beans. Okay.
Yeah, look at
So he said many of them have not germinated.
Yeah.
You can see his new field. Oh. You can see the new field. You can see it for yourself. You can see he has started planting the plantain, and you can see the maize. So this is mixed cropping. We call this one mixed cropping. So this is, you can see okra. You can see how he has also started mixing it up with, this is pineapple, and then you can have eggplant here. You can have pepper here. So you see the new field. This is how he's making it. This is how he's making it. The only thing that maybe sometimes challenges the farmer is the when the new field is being cut down, how to prevent the burning becomes a challenge. So they decide to burn it. But if we have interested people to be improving, to be adding more information, they will also try to maintain the non-burning aspect. So you can see, just look at what he has done. These are cassava that he has taken the wasted one to put on the base of the plantain with a mind that it will rot to give nutrients to it. Have we seen it? Yes, this is how our ancestors, our fathers taught us. So at this point, we want to encourage everyone to go into this practice of farming, and we want to also call upon people who are interested in this system of farming or supporting to try to locate people like Mr. Sharif, and then like me, I know there's one organization working well in Western region here, especially in Elembele district. We call it Farmers Net. Farmers Net. Farmers Net is an NGO that is locally based in West. What is it? That is locally based in Elembele district and is interested in activities such as this. So at the appropriate time, Mr. Sharif, I know Farmers Net will be interested in visiting your farm to see how you do things for yourself, because it's a very serious NGO that that will be more interested in your work. So the management will hear of it, and then they will have interest in your work. So thank you, and then we'll have to come again. So what do you have to tell your viewers?
I only say should I advise my colleagues to also make practice and to learn how to do it. And this one, should we say, especially we the Northerners, it is it has been taught by our grandfathers and to us. So we practice it because since back at North, that is what we were using. So we learn that and to know if we come here and also to do it, we find it so easy because we have been taught by our fathers and to hear. So every brother should learn how to make a farm and to prosper in it.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you. So every brother should try to make a farm
Farm,
and to
yes,
prosper in it. So
yes,
farm is so important
important.
to us.
Yeah.
Okay. So entierka neka garbanya yaga zakwelem.
Barka,
Barka yaga
barka,
zakwelem.
barka,
So
barka.
asinkari yilla ko kwa kababonka.
Ah,
Delegati.
Daga,
Yeah.
Daga versus Bristol.